Good morning, traders, and welcome back to BluSky Trading Live. This pre-market guided audio with me, Coach Becky, is here to help direct your conscious and subconscious thoughts to actively experiencing in your mind's eye your most successful trading session. I encourage you to hop on here live with me daily before you trade with a focused, calm intention. I know mornings are busy, but trust me and the science here, because slowing down and focusing now for 15 minutes will help set us all up for the best trading session. These visualizations I'm about to walk us through are designed to train your brain, what it looks like and feels like to perform at your optimal level, follow your prepared system, and trade as you ultimately desire to each day. Please do follow with me with regulating your breathing with purposeful, deep, centered breaths. And if it feels right for you, close your eyes now as you listen. I will lead us through a successful trading day with a focus on your daily habits, mindset, trading system, and personal objectives that lead to a high-performance analysis and execution. Visualize yourself with a strong, steady, focused mindset to behave as you intend during your trading session, to train your subconscious that you are fully capable of achieving your greatest goals. I do it, and I'm so grateful for these sessions every time I make time for them. So thanks for being here with me. Let's get into it. My body wakes ready as I've given myself the sleep and restoration needed to perform at a high level. Before I start considering my charts, my mind prioritizes gratitude. I give thanks for this new trading day. I give thanks for my safety, stability, and opportunity. I give thanks for my health, my mind, and my ability to participate in these markets. I give thanks for the responsibility I carry as a trader and for the discipline I continue building. I give thanks for everything aligning for me and through me. I set my intention for this session. I visualize myself moving calmly and purposefully through every step of my morning routine. I see myself prepared, grounded, emotionally steady before the futures market opens. I visualize potential setbacks, volatility spikes, fakeouts, delayed entries, and unexpected movement. I am not fearful though. I adapt. I stay flexible and fluid when I trade. I remain emotionally neutral and focused regardless of what the market delivers. I am fully prepared to step into the arena today. My mind is clear, optimistic, and alert. I am excited to see how my futures market has developed overnight. The story has, of course, continued unfolding while I rested and reset. With my trading space prepared and optimized, I sit down at my desk and log into my platform. The glow of my screens feels familiar. This is my workspace. This is my business. Trading is my craft. I begin gathering the most current information and context. I review overnight highs and lows, key levels, economic data, liquidity zones, areas where participants may become trapped or emotional. Every trading day tells a new story. I approach this session with curiosity and an open mind. I carefully observe where price is trading from the larger time frames all the way down to my execution chart. I have an entire toolbox available to help me study and interpret this market. I have experience. I have emotional control. I have the ability to participate safely and skillfully without fear. Many hours of screen time, practice, setbacks, and repetition have prepared me for this moment. Months and years I have put effort into my craft. I'm ready. I adjust my charts and finalize my trade plan. I define my key levels. I define my risk. I define exactly what conditions must be present before I participate. I have already done the work required to perform well today. This is what showing up for myself looks like. As we move closer to the opening bell, I continue priming my mind. Today, I choose patience over impulse. I choose discipline over emotion. I choose execution over hesitation. I choose consistency over excitement. I choose progress over perfection. I am calm. I am prepared. I am ready. Let's go. The opening bell arrives. My session is live. Volume begins to flow into the market. The morning is still young, quiet beneath the growing energy of traders around the world stepping into action. Deep breath now. The smell of coffee sharpens my focus. I settle back into my chair and I watch the first candles beginning to print. I enjoy observing the opening energy take shape. There is no rush, no pressure, no need to force anything. I mentally review what my ideal setup looks like. I already know the type of trade I am willing to take. I know my position size. I know my acceptable risk. I know how I intend to manage the trade if my setup appears. The soft hum of my computer and the glow of my monitors create the backdrop for my work. I calmly cycle through my charts and data as they expand. The excitement I feel is controlled and measured. I'm not here to gamble. I am here to execute. Relaxing my shoulder and jaw, I take a slow, deep breath. I feel centered, focused, present. Even as the volatility begins to increase, my breathing remains steady. I have the patience to wait for true opportunity. I do not chase. I do not react emotionally. I scan for clues, for acceptance, for rejection, for confirmation. I continue observing how price behaves around my critical levels. I review my notes and remind myself exactly what conditions I planned to trade. I remain composed and intentional. I remind myself that my goal today is not to feel excitement. My goal is to make high-quality decisions. My behavior will honor my preparation. My actions will align with my standards. I am here to execute my edge. Suddenly, I notice one of my best setups beginning to develop. The market is moving into an area I anticipated. Price is interacting with my level. The order flow begins supporting my thesis. I feel connected to the rhythm of the market. I watch price stretch, pull back, respond. As consolidation develops around my planned entry area, I prepare myself calmly. I aim for an entry that aligns with my trade plan and allows for a clean, logical stop. No hesitation, no second guessing. With a calm confidence, I execute the trade exactly as planned. I set my target and place my stop. The trade is now live. I trust my preparation because the work has already been done. Do I feel butterflies? A little, and that's okay. I welcome that feeling. It reminds me that I'm alive. I am participating, that I am willing to take calculated risk in pursuit of meaningful reward. At first, price rotates slightly around my entry, a little in profit, a little out. This is normal. Every trade involves uncertainty. My risk is already defined, so I do not overmanage the position. I continue scanning my live data and order flow. I stay objective. I'm trading information, not emotion. Price continues responding well. Momentum begins building. I instinctively recognize that my trade is proving itself. This is the opportunity I waited for. This is why my patience matters. As momentum increases and price pushes through an important area, I intentionally add to the position per my system. I stay composed. I stay disciplined. With skill and efficiency, I adjust my targets and manage the trade according to plan. Everything is unfolding as it should. I continue allowing the trade room to work. As profits build, I notice anxiety attempting to enter my mind. The quiet voice whispers, "Don't give it back. What if this reverses? Maybe you should exit now." I recognize this voice: scarcity, fear, emotional protection. I don't fight it. I simply observe it and return my focus to the data. My edge requires trust. My growth requires courage. My desire to succeed is stronger than my fear of losing. Almost instantly now, partial profits began filling. Good. I acknowledge the progress while remaining emotionally neutral. My work is not finished yet. I continue managing the remaining position with intention. I understand that markets naturally pause, rotate, and consolidate before continuing. I do not panic during healthy pullbacks. I stay aligned with the conditions in front of me. My data still supports the trade. My plan still supports the trade. There's nothing I need to force. I take a slow, deep breath. Take a brief step away from the screens. Freshen my water, freshen my coffee. When I return moments later, price is approaching my target. Within seconds, the remainder of my target order fills. I slowly exhale. I thank the market for the opportunity. I fulfilled what I set out to do today. This is what I know how to do. This is the result of preparation, discipline, and repetition. I will continue showing up and executing like this again and again, every day. As I stand up, stretch, and smile, I breathe deeply. I feel such gratitude for this life. I embrace the opportunity to trade. I embrace the opportunity to grow. And I trust that everything I am building is continuing to unfold exactly as it should. Thank you for being here with me this morning, guys. Practicing these intentional trading visualizations to support and rewire our personal psychology is really impactful. This is the behind-the-scenes work that takes focused effort and consistency to have it grow and become a normal part of our process every day as traders. It's worth your effort, though, because as this practice every morning, it really does help develop our skill in picturing ourselves successfully executing our system and achieving all of our goals. Not every trading day is going to be perfect, but when we visualize what it looks like and feels like to approach the market with intention to our system and our plan and our mindset, we change. Purposefully filtering what information you feed your brain and directing your thoughts specifically for your highest good immediately before stepping into your arena is neurologically powerful for high performance. So good job showing up with me this morning. I appreciate you being here, and let's handle this trading day. Happy trading.
It is Friday. We made it till the end of the week. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. And also, let's give ourselves a round of applause for that Becky little morning meditation. I mean, what a better way to get the day started than listening to this amazing psychology coach just get you ready for the day. Now, guys, today is interesting. If you were with Breezy and I last night, we were in the exact same range we're in, and we're saying how annoying it is. But you know what? It wouldn't be that unless it was Friday. So let's make some money. Let's end the week green, and let's keep it going. And without further ado, my man Breezy has agreed to share his screen today. Taking a little switch out of the night session. This is the second opening bell session of the week. So thank you again for joining me today. And let's just get into it. Like, what are you? We kind of did our same analysis last night, but what are you thinking on the cues just getting into the morning session?
Yeah, so welcome in, traders. Happy Friday. Kind of start there. I do think the analysis we've been doing all week, and I'll kind of take a step back before we go forward and kind of develop a game plan for today. The market has been respecting like known supply and demand or like known support areas that were resistance. We get a good flip, we get continuation. The only anomaly that's changed coming into today is like we're at a peak area right by all time highs again on Friday. And this range, you can say 270 to about 100 point range, 370 to 270 has not been a fun range. If you were with us last night, we took a good structure break. And I know it's kind of difficult to see on the chart, but from an hourly perspective, and I'm going to zoom in here so we can all see it to the best of our abilities. From an hourly perspective, you have like two key swing highs, which would be around the 220 to 260 range. If I'm a bull that wants a retest, like that is an area that I'm interested in. And if you traded with us last night, that is exactly what price did. Like we targeted the 280 shorts to the 220 longs, and it worked out to the tick. Um, so when you think about today, what are going to be the options? Do we try to call the top of the market and short it all time highs? My opinion, absolutely not. We do not. We're going to need some confirmation, kind of like we saw last night around the 270s for any short confirmation, right? Continuation of the all time high seems to be probably the most logical set to where we can get a break above that area, a retest back down, and then some continuation to the upside. So that is kind of when I think about a game plan. I think that's what I'm looking for early on. It's just a break for all time highs. It's Friday. Let's push it. That could be a potential set that we're looking for.
I don't know what else to say, but you guys, if you have traded with me, this looks like a textbook. Go back to what time frame you just on? Can you go back to that?
That was the hourly.
Go back to that. This looks like a textbook smiley face inverse head and shoulders pattern, guys.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I am in alignment with Breezy. I think obviously opens in about 1 minute, so we're probably not going to hop into play before that, but I could see us just pushing out right now.
It's going. It's
Yep, and
already going.
and there we go.
It's already going right at the
Yep,
open.
yep.
For those who haven't traded with me during market hours, me and Justin are very similar when it comes to patience in the market. Like, I don't want to front run the cash open. I know
Hmm.
Mike does that very, very well. For me, I need to let some candles materialize before I jump into the trade. So we'll give it a few. We'll see if we can get um, like a really good retest. I don't want to take this breakout right away because one thing I mentioned last night, like when you think about known resistance, where is the known resistance, right? It's here. So if we were to sell off, I have low confidence in that sell off, but it could be in this area, right? So we'll give it a little bit. We'll let the play materialize, and then we'll get out here. This thing's going though. It's going right away.
Guys, as always, we're gonna hit a play. Don't worry about it. We are just and for those of you guys that haven't seen Breezy and I together, we've been trading together for God, what has it been, like 3 years now? 2-3 years, something like that.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, and we trade very similar. So we have very good vibes together. We're actually like friends. We talk about things outside of trading in real life, believe it or not. So I think we make a great team because we see the same things. I will say Breezy has about 15 years more experience than me. So I actually do enjoy trading with him. I feel like I learn something new every day. And that's just a testament to don't think you know everything, guys. You can always learn something. There's always somebody better than you. And my man Breezy's been trading for like 20 years, just like Coach Matt. And he comes on and he says, Mike's better than me. Like, God.
For sure. There's always going to be somebody out there who's going to humble you. And,
yeah, and we're here. And we're here to make money. That's at the end of the day, we're here to make money. Put your ego at the door, right?
Yeah. And I think that's an important part of trading. Like, you need to be humble enough to learn, regardless of the time that you've been in the market, right? And when you fail, like in a trade or in a week or in a month, you need to be humble enough to kind of apply your own feedback and what I call the prevention, education, and application model. Like, there's a lot of humility that must be absorbed in this game to be able to make it. All right, this is a 360 to 425, basically an 80, 90 point open.
I have a question for you, Breezy.
I want to see if we can get the structural retest. I
got a question for you, Breezy. I know you typically trade open. What time frame confirmation for a breakout in the open?
So what I would like to see is pretty simple. We're looking for a 5-minute close. You could be patient enough to give it a 15-minute opening range, right? Or even a 30-minute opening range. The volatility in the open is unknown. You don't know what that range is going to be. So I think it's super important to at least get a 5 to 15-minute candle close and then take the secondary reaction from that candle close. Like this candle, if we were to front run that breakout, we'd have some pretty steep drawdown right now. So I want this candle to close, and I want to see the secondary price reaction of this candle. I think it's super aggressive, but I think a breakout over this high is still the play. It's just, where does that drawdown put us, right? Like, we're going to see some form of pullback. Is it going to do a liquidity event under this prior all-time high? And if so, can we get a better entry, say down here at, like the 350, somewhere in that range, comparable to chasing the breakout? What I prefer to do, excuse me, and I know anyone who's traded with me, I always mention, like, I am trying to get in at some form of base, right? Like some form of equal lows comparable to a breakout trade. And the reason's pretty simple. I know if I'm coming long in this congested area, that price may have some hesitation around this area. And that hesitation, when you think about an entry that, every entry is going to have slippage. You're not ever going to have the most perfect entry. So, I would like some base of structural retest. And it kind of did it. Like, it's kind of retesting prior all-time highs. So I think it's risky, but I think I'm going to get out here and put like a pending. I'm going to try to layer in, get like a pending order over here at the 380s. Because now you're kind of looking at a 5-minute 3-bar setup, which has potential to just produce some really good continuation.
This is our favorite setup, Breezy.
It is, and I was talking. it just produced a really good retest of that.
That's
area.
the downside of streaming is we were talking as we're trying to get in trade.
Yeah.
But guys, it's so funny because I actually realized this, I mean, maybe like a month ago, that Breezy and I play the same exact setup, but we call it different things. He calls it a 3-bar setup. I call it a buy model, but same, but different.
Same, but different.
Mm-hmm. And guys, let us know if it's your first time in here. Let us know if you made some money with us throughout the week. Let's engage. We are here to answer questions. We're here to help you. Breezy and I are traders. We've been doing this for a long time. We really enjoy doing this, but we're here for you guys. And like as always, like BluSky TV is free. Anything you ask, we're not going to gatekeep any information. We're not course sellers. We're not your typical influencers. We are just normal people who happen to be good at trading.
All right, let's see. Do we get a secondary retest, or is this going to be it? And do we have to chase like an 80-point candle? I am not comfortable going long at this top here.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It's a good 15-minute close above that range. So potential for an all-time high break, right? Like that's the reality of what I think we're looking at today is a potential runner again into the all-time highs.
And what is all-time highs again?
And as Justin mentioned, if there is any questions, feel free to utilize that YouTube chat. We're here to answer any and everything you guys may have. Man, this is tough. That is a strong candle.
Wow, what a pump.
We almost should have front ran this thing and kind of layered into it.
Yeah, we'll get something. We'll get something. Now we have a confirmed breakout. Now we can kind of make our plan.
Jeesh. All right, team, I'm going to try. I'm going to wait for a pullback. I assume we see about 30-point pullback. I was waiting for the 380s. I'm going to try to layer in at like the 400s and see if we can get scooped up. This is a very, very strong candle. And that is a beautiful 3-bar. Like, it gave us an opportunity to get in what was resistance as support. Yeah. And like this thing it's gone.
So, Breezy, what is your retest area that we're looking to get in at?
$3,500 on a Friday. I think it's inevitable that we're going to see 3,500, which is crazy in the grand scheme of things. Like, just the reaction at 30K is like, we put so much relevance in it. And it was important. It kind of, played its game over there at 30K. But the continuation after it yesterday was like super strong. It had some range. And then I mentioned this last night. I looked at the volume profile. It had a P-shaped profile yesterday, which is basically like a short covering profile. And you expect continuation after that form of profile.
Do you want to kind of just show that while we're waiting for an entry?
All right, they're going to make this really tough. Like, we're going to have to chase this price, and I'm not a fan of chasing an 80-point candle at all.
Breezy, do you kind of, while we're waiting for an entry, do you want to show the volume profile you're talking about?
Tag me in, coach. Tag me in. All right, guys, let's see if we can get it. See if we can get a good pullback. Someone take profit. Good Lord, right? When
Can you hear me? Breezy, can you
when
hear
I
me?
even think of like a secondary model entry, this candle needs to close. Like we need to see like some base, maybe even like this 420 range. I feel like this is risky if I were to.
Breezy, can you hear me?
I can now. I didn't hear you
Okay.
for a while.
Sorry about that, guys. My internet seemed to cut out for a second. I think we're good now. I was saying while we're waiting for a pullback, because we're not just gonna chase this. Do you want to kind of show that volume profile you were just talking about?
Yeah, it should still be here on the hourly.
Yeah, because I think it's very interesting how
It's
you
not,
draw
but
and use it.
I can look at it in this range.
And by the way, guys, the platform he's using is just straight up Tradeovate, no connections. This is how you know.
So what I did yesterday.
For a while.
That yeah, man, I don't like.
No change.
I don't like everything. Like let me just trade the thing that works. I just want to press buttons and attempt to make money.
TS track. This is NQ. Yes.
And I'll try to zoom in on this because the profile is kind of shifted already. Just expanding it into the range, which is this thing is gone. We should have front loaded that all time high break. So this profile in this range, and I mentioned this last night. So this is a double. Like if you look at this bottom portion, this is a B pattern, which is a double distribution day within the profile range, right? It's where you expect a balance area and then you expect distribution from that balance. What's super unique from a volume perspective in this range, I say unique, but I didn't put big relevance on 30K. But when you really look at the point of control, which is this yellow line, which may be hard to see, it is right at 30K. So that zone of 30K had some slippage for about 50 points, but from a volume perspective, like it ended up being like the true balance area within a market. So that distribution played out really, really well from that point of control. Where it melted yesterday and like really, really went up was not random. Like it was a void within the profile, their low volume nodes. And we saw a really smooth continuation with news to kind of push it. Where the profile closed at this top, and it's kind of shifted up here, it was a clean P shape coming into last night. That P shape is essentially what's called a short covering profile, meaning at this low, like when the balance area was broken and you started to clear like some of these low volume nodes, you saw the shorts covering into these pumps, and the profile really dictated that pretty well. What was annoying is that this range at the top here, like this turned into a new balance area. And it stayed there for like 12 hours at this point until the intraday breakout. So just knowing the concept of the profile, like today was a no-brainer that we see continuation. It's just kind of all about being strategic and when you get into that continuation. Now that we're looking at price, it's expanded so much, we cannot chase is top. Like, I know we're being patient. We're playing the waiting game. We may see continuation, but now, like, what is the next secondary best option? Is it going to be 430s? Because I don't think we're going to get our initial fill down here at the 380s at all. So we're going to have to really look for any structural retest, and it's probably going to be in that 430 range. We just need to be patient enough to get that, and price is not giving us an opportunity to get that structural retest yet.
I totally agree with that. I have a resting order at 400, just like I hope I get wicked in kind of fill. But I think 430 is more of the kind of the safer play. Like let's get in, let's ride this. Maybe a layer in play. Because this thing is
you'll see slippage. I mean, when it pulls back, which it will, like this cannot. We're gonna have to get a structural pullback. This 430 range that I'm looking at may not even be relevant. Like, we may see the slippage down to the 400, but I'm willing to take that risk just to get out here.
Mm-hmm. Everybody having a great
so far, like every other bullish day, like the market buying is really rewarded everybody.
Slap market buying, just hold on to your hats, right, guys?
This is insane.
How's everybody's week gone? Let us know in the chat. Are you green? Have you been following us? Have you been taking your own plays? Is it your first time here? Let us know. We are officially at 2 weeks of BluSky TV, and I think we have a good thing going, guys. Mary, you are awesome. Just crushing the market. My bull target is 600 for the day. So I don't even know if we're gonna get a pullback. This is crazy.
It'll come. It's just this sucks seeing price just like melt up 100 points without us.
Yeah.
But that's part of the game.
Yep, 100%. The only potential play I saw was about 2 minutes into open.
It did it. It gave us this retest here at 380s. Yeah. Like, it did it, but exactly. we were talking. Yeah, like this was the set, and this is now getting to the point of just like insanity.
Yeah,
give us a pullback.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Give us a pullback.
Oh, is there any? Let me check the news. See if there's anything that just came out. I know the opening's volatile, but this is a pretty big pump. No, I'm not seeing anything.
It's Friday. It's an all-time high break.
Yeah, it's just Friday. And yeah, it is a monthly close. That's true. This is end of the month pump. Breezy technical explanation helped me decide my bias for long. Thank you. Good job, Mary. And yeah, guys, just because we're not in a play, like, use us as confluence. You shouldn't be blindly following anybody. So if you're thinking the same thing as us and you just want to pull the trigger, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the all-time high long break it's a no-brainer. As we mentioned, kind of talking through it, like that was the highest probability set. The only thing is we were just a little too patient here at this low. And I think even the continuation, when you see, you see an 80-point candle, the first thought that I have as a seasoned trader is not to like, hey, let's jump in front of this candle. Like, no, I want a structural retest. I want some form of support hold. And it did it. I mean, it did it right at market open.
It gave a great setup.
I'm still eyeing this 430 mark. Do I know?
I said it gave a perfect setup. It was just really fast.
Yeah. I'm still eyeing this 430s. I think we see a retest of 430s.
Mm-hmm.
And then the problem would be if we do layer into this, like starting at 460s, you're almost expecting 30-point drawdown in that trade.
Yep. Yeah, at this point, I mean, How many in your more novice days and futures? How many times did you just buy into one of these candles and get wrecked? Because I know
like too many to even.
Yeah, exactly.
Like hundreds, brother, until it took me time to learn and wait, wait for a retest.
And the funny thing is, like, sometimes you do get rewarded by just slapping that buy button, but it's not the proper way to do it. So my kind of buy zones, guys, if you want to be like risk on, is the 450 area, then that 430 area Breezy mentioned, and then 400. If you want to mark those on your charts, those are kind of your layer in zones. You're starting to look for continuation on a pullback, but right now this thing is just all gas. It's just going.
It's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm debating on just slamming. Let's just see what happens and go along with it. But it's already up. It's already up 200 points. You know.
Yeah.
I am aligned with that. That 460 to 450 is a good retest as well.
Mm-hmm. Breezy's chart right now is on the 5 minute. Mary.
Yeah.
And guys, go ahead. Guys, just a reminder, you have about 2 days to take advantage of the sale we have. 33% off all evaluations, code BLAZE. That's one of the better sales we're going to have. And there's also a secondary sale. McCarm was being very, very nice this month. Turns out he's getting into golfing. So the code Tea Time.
Right, I saw that
Tea
one.
Time, $120 off Propel plans. So I think, don't quote me, but with the math, I think you can get a 100K Propel plan for $100, and $100 you pass, you're funded. No other fees, no nothing. Wow, we're at 500, really.
Yeah.
This is actually very interesting. There's no pullback. I see some Fugazi happening later in the day.
I don't even mind being incorrect. Like I don't care if I lose, team. Like, just in general in trading, like, I think we put too much precedence on if we're correct or not. Like, I'm not sitting here in fear to press buy or sell. This is a tough act to get in. And, like, do we mark it at the high? I don't think so.
Right.
So this patient game is like, this is a good one here, because price is literally not giving a single 5-minute pullback within 30 minutes.
All right, we got a couple good posts in the chat. Reno opens like this. I get smoked on a pullback. If I don't, it keeps running and never pulls back. You know what? It's gonna do one of the two, and all you can do is follow your system. If your system is not to chase, don't chase. Like, it's as simple as that. So just follow the system. Sometimes you get rewarded for bad habits. Doesn't mean it's a good play. Like, just keep that in mind. Then Adam's funded accounts. So this is and I'll let Breezy answer after I answer. This is an interesting question, and I used to get this all the time. I think when you're not a seasoned trader and you're not passing evals and not getting payouts consistently, you should treat an eval like it's a funded and a live account. Meaning, trade it like it's real money, like size appropriately, things like that. But when you're seasoned and you can pass evals, I am not opposed to sizing up and passing the evals. Like, say my normal size is 5 micros, I'm doing 10 micros on an eval because I want to pass it quickly. And let's be real, an evaluation is like $100. You're not spending that much money. 2 or 3 times is worth it, in my opinion, to pass it. When you get to the funded stage, go back to your normal rules. Like, I think the general rule of thumb is 3 to 5 micros per 1,000 of drawdown. It just depends. Are you trying to get the payout quickly? Are you trying to play the game right? At BluSky, we want to see sustainable traders. We like to see consistent profits. So I always preach consistency over everything. So that's kind of what I do with my trading. I don't know about you, Breezy. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so my approach team, and I've been trading funded since 2021, is crazy as that time is like just flying. But I got my first payout May 2022, and the way I approach fundeds, it's kind of like what Justin mentioned. Like if I'm gonna be aggressive, I do it in the evaluation stage, because you got to hit certain goals, certain metrics. Um, and if I'm to do so, like 50% consistency, 2 day to pass, as crazy as it is, my objective is to actually reach that quickly, to get out of the evaluation process. When I'm into the funded process or the live account, they are my baby. I am like super conservative in my funded processes, right? Because I look at it like the opportunity, like BluSky, to get a daily payout. Yeah, you can produce some crazy numbers, but can I consistently do it through time and make this a living? Um, that's kind of where you treat your fundeds right, your lives right. You can move mountains with a funded account, and when I started trading, those things didn't exist. Like you had to get out there with your own capital, you had to risk your own money, which you still have a little bit of risk attached, but it's different now. So be aggressive when you should, and know when to be conservative and kind of pull it back to get those consistent payouts that are beneficial for you as a trader.
And that's it. I mean, you made a great point about the daily payouts. It's like it's a $250 minimum. Once you get to funded, like make that 250. You don't have to hit home runs, guys.
Yeah.
And vodka, to answer your question, yes, I've been waiting for a pullback.
We're here hanging out, guys.
Like we gotta hit the bottom of one of these candles for me to even want to get in.
I moved my orders up to the 460 to 450 range. I got 5 contracts pending in that range. At this point, I'm debating, like, even if 500 shows support, but this is insane. It's insane to chase that. But I don't want to just sit here all day. There's money to be made in this continuation.
Yeah, this is this is one of those days where, and Breezy and I, like I said, we trade very similar. We're conservative on our entries. We kind of want to pinpoint them. This is one of those days where we just kind of watch price and like it will come back. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, like now what you need for the next continuation model is you're going to need a flag to form, right? Like you're going to need some regression to the downside to give it like a structural break to the upside. This, if it just continues going up all day, would be an anomaly within the market. Yes, this is some really good continuation, but we need like a structural pullback to be able to get into like a curl or like a 2-legged move retest for the continuation or a bull flag, which it will produce. But currently, we're looking at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes of continuous green. And then you start to debate, do you want to take this top? The only issue with taking this top is the pullback's coming. So this is risky business up here at the high. And I'm not asking for much at this point. I was asking for like a 70-point pullback. I just want like 40-point pullback now. That's it.
Right.
As it just continues to continue to melt upside. All right, experiment time. I'm going to take a very, very light stab, like very small at 500. And we'll not get married to that play if it doesn't hold. But we have to get out here and do something. This continuation is so strong. I'm just going to try to layer in, guys. We're going to see a pullback. The safe entry again is going to be at like 460s, 450. But I'm going to see if we can get 500. See if we can layer into something at like 500. This is not the highest probability set at all, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we got to just get in, right? We're gonna run to 600.
Well, it's best. I mean, yeah, it's best to wait for at least a 500. I feel like that should come. Like, this is insanity. We're looking at 30 minutes of continuation. We're gonna see a pullback for sure. And I'm gonna try to target like the 500 pullback. But this base, like the 460 range to the 450s that we initially talked about, I think that's going to be where you produce a bull flag or some like continuation. 500 could be support, big psychological number, but that thing's still extended.
I'm gonna be a little bit more conservative than you and do 490. But I have same idea. MU, what is MU doing right now? Is it still ripping?
I don't even.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I haven't even looked at that.
It's at 975.
What's it up? 70%.
975.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm sure AMD's up 5% as well.
Good question. No, AMD is pretty flat. Surprisingly, it's at 520 still.
Yeah, MU strength is like that analyst upgrade or the bank upgrade is like insanity. I've never seen a triple upgrade like that. Is insane.
Yeah, RQ. Yeah, no pullback for the late risk takers. You are not wrong. You are not wrong at all.
Yeah, we had to retest, and then even the break over this high in that 430 range, like that was the secondary play. It happened really quick, but that was the secondary play around the 430s.
Wow,
There's nothing here, guys. You start to look to the left, like we're in thin air, right?
Yeah, we're in price discovery. I think if you guys want to be risk on, 515 entry. But this thing is just like this trend line is so steep.
Yeah, it's gonna pull back. We will see 460 at some point today.
Yeah.
Unless 500 surprisingly pulls support, like we're gonna see. You need to see a two-legged move. Like it must go down to continue going up. And I'm doing my best to try to layer into that 500, but this is like severe chasing. This is insanity.
Dell is up 33%. Is it?
That move overnight, I saw that move. That was crazy.
They have earnings or something?
That move on Dell, I didn't look at the news, but it made no sense.
They had earnings. That's a little surprising. All right, here's 500
Dell move or for the pullback?
All right, you got topped in, right?
I did.
Yeah. All right. Quick 15 points, guys.
I still got one order lower at the 490s. See if we get picked up there.
Yeah, that's where I got my order. And if you are in longs with Breezy and you got tapped in, you want to see a 5 push over 520.
Yeah, it's risky up here.
So this might be the pullback we've been waiting for. We'll see.
Yeah, we're just getting out here to see if we can catch continuation. I do think the 460s, we can't sit on our hands all damn day. So I think 460s. If this play doesn't work, I'm gonna kill it, and then I'm gonna look to revisit in that range as well.
Yeah, I like that 450, 460 area.
And you know the deal, team. Every time I think like, hey, this extreme isn't gonna get hit, it gets hit every single time.
And it's no surprise to me we're kind of dancing around this 500 area.
Yeah.
All right, let's pass this 520 area. Let's get some gains, guys. We clear 520, we should be good. But man, overall for the team, it's been a great week. I think between all of us, we've hit multiple 100-point plays every day. So I'm very, very happy with our trading this week.
I mean, we've killed it, to be honest. Like, there's been, I think every single day has been green across the board, even the night session. I know the Asia stream, we caught a couple $100 last night, $500 the night before. I think even the day prior, like we've been killing it team wide. So I hope everybody out there has been killing it as well.
Yes, sir. I hate to say it, but this kind of price action makes me go down to like the 1 minute, and I hate it.
Yeah, I'm still on the 5, trying to see like the overall structural retest. It's trying to hold 3,500, but I honestly think it gives it up, and we go to 460, which would be a crazy layer in. But I'm like debating it. I think that's a little too much, but I'm debating it. All right, on this first play that we kind of just went in to see if we could get some momentum, I'm all into that set. And
yeah, I just got tapped in, but it's looking a little knifey.
Yeah, we'll see where this pullback stops at.
That close, we just had a 3-minute close under 500. 5 minute. If the 5 minute closes under 490, I might just cut this. We'll see. But this is worth a stab when we're just in price discovery. You kind of have to be a little risky and know when to cut, know when to hold.
Yeah. We knew the pullback was coming for sure. Let's see if we can get that 460 pullback.
What do we always talk about? We always say that the pullback to where you want to happen is gonna happen. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this.
I'm gonna keep these open.
I'm gonna cut mine.
Let's see if we can get
what happens.
And we need some like regression to really solidify like some secondary pattern breakout on here.
Yeah, I think we're heading down to that 450.
Dell's up 33%. That is insane.
I'm gonna go ahead.
See if we can get a bounce here.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a resting order at 400 just to have it. Because I have a feeling, a sneaky suspicion we're heading down there.
It's got some strength. I definitely want to see it hold these 460s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we lose that, it's gonna be a pretty quick knife.
And that's still like, this is the thing I don't like about breakouts is you have, excuse me, you don't know what support is going to be. You have an idea of like what a structural base could be support, but you really don't know that interaction until price confirms it, right? So it's super risky at breakouts. And I know, I play around. I do not like all-time high trading strictly for that reason is you don't know what's going to be support until price like really confirms that it is support, comparable to having the historic data. That historic data is like super important to determining your trade bias. And when you're in price discovery, you don't have that. You don't know what's going to happen until it happens. So you have to be, kind of reactionary to price, which is never, you always want to be reactive, but there's always risk that comes with that reaction, right?
Look at that pop. And you guys know what's funny? I'll tell you a little story about my man Breezy. I think it was about a year and a half ago. We were at all-time highs and just in price discovery. He would pop it in the morning, say, "We're at all-time highs. Nope, see you tomorrow." And that happened for about a month.
I'm out. I'm out.
100.
We'll see.
500 is going to be the rejection if we're going to continue.
It's looking like it. That 500 mark super important.
Yeah, I'm getting sell model vibes on the 3 minute. But it's very wicky on both sides, so interesting area. But I think that
that's a pretty clean rejection for now of that 500.
I think that 500 rejection kind of solidifies that we're going to drip a little
bit. That that 460 ad, as I mentioned, team, that would be the good retest. That was it. If you were patient enough to get in there, you saw a quick 40 points. The only thing I don't like about that retest is it was only a wick, like a very quick wick to that area. To where if I'm trying to say I need this to be structure, like we need price to kind of consolidate a little bit by that structure.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough. That 500 interaction is kind of telling, right? Like that could be resistance for the day.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's hard to argue that the 15, the 30, the 1 hour, it's just incredibly bullish. In a perfect world, we come back to this like 350 area. But we're light years away from that.
Yeah, like 50. Yeah, but we're at like 50% of that prior hourly candle as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you play initial balance, like that's a pretty big candle.
That's a massive candle. That is a massive candle. All right, looks like those 460s are giving away now, right? This next area, which was the secondary buy, if that gives away, you kind of start to target that pre-market break, that area.
Yep. I have a feeling my 400 limit's going to get hit.
Yeah, I'm about to cut this one and revisit. We had profit, we had drawdown, we had profit. I'm okay revisiting.
Vodka, the short is printing. Good stuff. I'm glad your shorts work out sometimes.
Yes.
$435 is a GX level. Okay.
The Bears got the momentum right now, is what I'll say. Like, this area is gonna have to hold. For any bullish retest, which what I was talking about earlier, like this is what you want to see. Like if I'm looking for bull continuation, like now we formed some regression. It's just kind of now we're flip-flopping price, right? Like you had 30 minutes of uptrend, now you're looking at 20 minutes of downtrend now. So where is this price going to hold at? Is going to be the question.
And ideally, we find a level of support and then confirm bullish action. Like that's the real way to play this. Like don't try to catch the knife.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a glass of water. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to hold through this one. Like I mentioned, we entered at the top, which was like, super risky just to see if we could get that continuation and to get active. We had a good secondary out at that 460s that put us in profit. Like I'm okay giving this just a pure loss trade to kind of revisit at these lows. So I'm about to cut this thing now. If it closes under this range, this is kind of my risk parameters there. Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna revisit at this low.
I got tapped into that 400, by the way. Definitely risky. I need to see it push over like 420, honestly. Quick $300.
I'm gonna attempt to do this low again, like to the 380s.
All right, there's 420. TP1 hit for 20 points team. All right, I'm trimming for 22
really
points.
Good structural base as well.
I'm still not convinced that longs are gonna print yet, but we're up pretty nicely at 25 points. So take your cash, take your money.
I think if it can get above 430. If it can get above 430, then it kind of
my runners are topped out.
If not, man,
Bears
it looks like Bears may be in some.
Bears in control right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna run down to 360 probably. Quick reactionary play though. That was a quick $400. God, don't you love all-time high trading, Breezy?
It's the best. Yeah.
I could be done for the day.
Patience is a virtue at all-time highs.
I could be done for the day, but I can't quit. Yeah, Vodka, we know.
Wrap it up, brother. It's Friday.
We got VWAP at 370, so that's probably on the menu.
It's a good retest to there. And it looked like at the peak that was like 1,000,000 miles away. But it did it. So we'll see if that's the retest into a flag break. And team, and I am, the first one was an L. I am attempting to layer back into those longs. My entry is 413. I'm looking to get in all the way back down to VWAP as well if we could layer into something like that. I'm not opposed to taking a candle close long above the 430s. Like I'm not opposed to adding into that position, but does this turn into a flag breakout? or does this turn into a lower high for continuation back down to the all-time high break, prior all-time high breaks?
Nice play so far.
We'll see.
Nice candle
It's a
close.
good structural retest.
It is. I agree.
And we would have had to wait an hour to get that retest.
Still not convinced though.
These are some bearish short-term candles, though. Is what I'll say. Like these, you look at the 5-minute, you're gonna need a strong close above that 430 mark. These wicks are the bears are currently owning price here.
Yeah, we got a 3-bar.
You got some room to fall. You got some room to fall back to the 370 prior all-time high, right? If we can just see that close above 430, this is much better risk than like what we did earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Look at that buying wick. It's nice. I'd love to see a push past 450, 460.
I agree that that low wick of 450, if it can reclaim, then you kind of like the bulls are gonna have to really that 460 you mentioned, like they're gonna have to close back above that.
You're up about 30 points in your
And let's
play.
go, team. I'm reading through the YouTube comments to see a lot of you guys have already made money for the day, so good work.
Yeah, guys, Fridays are the day to take your money and get the hell out of here. The worst thing is going into a weekend when you overtraded and broke rules and lost money.
These wicks are killer, man. Like I'm losing confidence in the bulls' ability above that 430. These wicks are very telling. Even that 500 wick was very telling.
Yeah. Tried multiple times. That squeeze at open was just so suspect. Yeah, we just broke
too much too quick.
Yeah.
I think bulls still take this range. I think it's just we need that added confirmation above this base, above those 430s. Excuse me. It's trying. This thing's like fighting for his life, but I think bears are going to end up owning this interaction.
It's hard to argue that. I agree. I think we at least retest that 370 area. For me, I would love.
I cut that one too.
I'd love a retest of like I said, 350 to 300. That would be ideal. Look at the 30-minute candles, Breezy.
I saw the hourly, and that hourly was all I needed to know. That's
exactly.
An insane flip-flop of price there.
Yeah.
And when you're in these bullish conditions, like you want to target the strategic pullbacks, right? And that 360 worked, or excuse me, 460 worked, but it gave it up too easily.
All right, there's that 370 area. See if we pump.
Yeah, I want to go into this because this is the clean retest, but look at that bear momentum, right? Like 5-minute word VWAP, it has potential to crack it and continue.
There's no confirmation yet that we're going back to the bull side.
This is going, man. Like you're saying, the Bears are surprising me today.
We'll talk about a 200-point pump to a 200-point dump.
Yeah.
Classic Friday action, guys.
And then, yeah, that range from 460 to 390, that 5-minute candle was like super aggressive. I think bulls had a chance. They had a chance after that, but you can see you go to smaller time frames. Like these wicks up here, like the 440 wicks, these were very telling. That 500 wick, those 440 wick highs, like that's super telling there. They
all right. At this point, I think we're heading to 300.
Just slams through VWAP, slams through that structure.
If 350 doesn't hold, it's going to be a quick dump to 300, guys.
And that would be good. I got an area right at 308.
Okay, nice little 350 bounce.
Man, they're going to tempt me here. Reclaim with this prior break, they're going to tempt me. Try not to put my permeable limbs on. This is a hell of a reaction from the Bears.
Yep.
And this is a great retest that I did not expect to happen today.
Well, 350 area, guys. If you took it, there's TP1.
Yeah, they're going to tip me with the break and retest here.
See if we can get above 400. I mean, bulls finally have some gas.
Makes sense. They rated that all-time high, prior all-time high area.
Yeah, exactly. That makes total sense. All right, there's 400. That's 50 points if you took 350. Now let's see if they can reclaim 400 or not.
Still risky. Like bulls are going to have that same area we mentioned about at the 430s. Like every single one of these could be a lower high is the only thing. Like we're going to need a big big bull close.
400 rejection. Interesting. I have a sneaky feeling we slipped to 300 now. She's moving though, guys. She's moving quick.
Yeah, for sure. I got picked up at the 380s, but I'm more so looking for the 430 confirmation. Like a close above that's going to have to be the bullish case.
Yep. Okay, we reclaimed VWAP and retested it.
I'm telling you, every extreme always gets hit. It just takes the patience, to be able to wait for it.
Every damn time, Breezy. Every time I chase, I get smacked in the face. Yeah.
Yep.
And then it's tough while you're streaming because you want to get into play, 420. Let's go 430. Let's go 450. Let's print. So if you took those 350 longs, you're done for the day. Literally done for the day.
Let's go, Vodka. See, you said you printed. Good work, brother. Those shorts. I know you target those shorts every day, it feels like.
Always.
So I'm glad to see you got your opportunity.
Starting to see a little
You,
inverse
Coach
head and
Becky,
shoulders.
and Ace, man.
Starting to see a little inverse head and shoulders on the 3-minute trend to form. See if we can. We need to break over 440, 430, 440 for these longs, like we've been saying.
Yep. All right, let's go. From the 380s, we're up pretty well, and my game plan team from that prior all-time high support, which is still not out of the woods. Like if we can close above that 430s, I'm going to look to increase my position.
It's looking solid. If the bulls are going to reclaim, this is where it's going to happen. Yeah. So we'll see.
If it were to reject these, it's like 425, it would make sense as well. It would be a good two-legged retest for the Bears. So that area is super important. It needs to hold one way or the other.
Oof. Okay, Bears. Yeah, I think Bears got this. After that was a pretty nasty rejection, guys.
I mean, for now, that's a lower high. When you look at the larger scheme of things in the downtrend, it rejected right where it should.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think it's probably going to retake this low, so I'm going to give it a candle or two, and then I'm going to look to take what little profit I can on this trade. Really good retest to the prior all-time high. Really good retest to VWAP. Now we just need bull confirmation. And the true question is that morning rally all the gas that they had in the tank, right? Like that is a rally and a half. Do they want to reposition and buy these lows for a secondary rally back to those highs? If not, I see the Bears, and I think the Bears did a really, really good job at the top, and they did a really good job breaking that 460. When you start to think about continuation, you have a range lower. Like if they can break that 380s, like I have a point of control at 300s basically. So there is a range there, but it's not been smooth for Bears, is what I'll say. Like they're getting opportunity, but what I will say about Bears that have been really good is they've been selling right where they should be. They've had some very opportunistic sells right at key areas, and they've done it pretty consistently all week, but they've yet to kind of finish the job, right? And that's just because there's so much support on the downside.
All right, here we go. Can they do it? If you're in that 350 entry or anywhere near there, like, do your thing, guys.
Yeah, we're in at the 380 mark. I would
easy
love to see a little bit more.
This is a ripper setup. I agree, Vaca. This is a ripper setup, but we got to get over that 440-ish area.
Yeah. And then the range is wide. I mean, Justin's mentioned the 350, right, where he got in. That's already basically 100 points and a couple candles that we've seen. So the range is there today. Man, that's another stiff rejection.
Yeah, I saw a break even for the last couple I have. We'll see. We'll see if it goes. This is some Friday price action, guys. There's a reason Boss Man Mike takes Fridays off.
Yeah, bro. As long as I've been trading, I take every Friday off as well. Yeah, that's a rejection right there, though, guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a nice 50-point rejection.
And they're kind of pinning price right at support, making this very tough. So, like, is this going to be a bull trap? Is a really good question because they're testing that support numerous times. Mm-hmm. Are they giving people an opportunity to position in that trade for upside continuation, or are they baiting traders into getting in here to knife that support? That 430 mark was critical. The close above it kind of gives a safety net to bulls, and we've yet to see that close yet.
Mm-hmm. It's holding VWAP, which is nice.
I think bears take this.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I hate price discovery, but it is what it is. Just looking at the hourly, it held that breakout. So, I mean, under 350 and under 300, bears are in full control.
That 30 minutes bearish as well. Like it printed under the prior 30 minutes. So I do think bears take this.
It did.
Like that's
15 minute with a nice head and shoulders. There's VWAP. Let's see the dumps.
410.
Man, I'm about to get tapped out of break even, really. So 430
should have trimmed out, but I'm trying my best to give this area room. But this is tough, man. I think bears may be baiting. It's kind of really good setup to bait both sides. Like you're at key support, you have that bearish momentum. Like who's going to win this battle? This is actually a really good battle at this area.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy if this dumps to Atlantis. It makes sense, guys. If we do sell off, the market's long overdue for that sell off. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
And then every day we do sell off, the next day we rally it like crazy. It's been the trend. And does the 5-minute candle close under VWAP? Is the question.
Yep. The 1 hour candles are just wild to me right now.
The bears are selling right where they should. Like even that 430 retest, like that's where they should have sold to produce the lower high, and they did it well. Yeah.
All right, here we go, bears. Here we go, bears. 350 break pending. Okay. All right. They're holding now. They're trying their best to hold that 350 area, guys. Tough spot to navigate.
I had an opportunity, but tough above that area.
This is definitely a tough spot to navigate, guys. Scalps both ways, I'll tell you that.
For sure. I've tried to hold on for the bigger plays. I've had profit on every play to try to give it room, and the bears are they are doing exactly what they should be.
All right. This should break, guys. There we go. Yeah. Boom. See if we run to 300. Break 330, we see 300 pretty quickly.
I agree, Silent. That prior day high, the initial balance low is it's already cracking. Like it's already there. The only issue is you start to look at this crap over here and you wonder like, is it going to be a smooth transition to say back to like the 260s we saw, or is this area going to be a structural retest? Because makes sense both ways, and the slippage is it's there, like for sure it's there. We've had good trades on my end, but the slippage for every single one has been pretty wide. That's an intentful candle. You look at the 5 minute though, that 430 to 430, or excuse me, 330. That's a 100 point 5 minute continuation sell. So what are you seeing here, Justin?
I mean, I'm bearish as hell right now, but we're entering a Fugazi zone, in my opinion. I think we run to 300 pretty damn quickly. I'm sitting on hands personally. But this, I'm just looking at the longer time frames now, and the bears are in full control. But if we are going to bounce, it's going to be 300. But 300 to about 250.
Man, that hourly candle is crazy.
Yeah,
like that's impressive from the bears. That is impressive.
Yeah, this is what I call an FU candle. Like, okay, you're in, and never mind.
Yeah. They knew we were trying to front run the continuation earlier. Yep. They're like, nah, bro. Not letting it happen. Sheesh. Missed opportunity up there at the 430s team. That was a very, very clean retest. The smaller time frames you get on for bears, and that's kind of my, I don't want to say issue, but that's my. Go ahead.
I was just going to say there's a bear target for me. We just stopped it. There's 300.
300 is.
That's a point. I mean, it's hard to try to catch this knife right now, guys. So, like, if you're going to try to catch, I mean, look at that bounce. So, if you're going to try to catch the bottom, like, just know you're trying to catch the bottom.
Yeah. I think we start to target levels that we saw last night, like the 270, 260 range.
Yep, exactly. We lose 300, we're running to 270. There we go.
And man, I'm letting momentum just pass. Because this range is tough. I did not expect that prior all-time high to give that easily. And the range looks severe. It's about 80 points. We've seen like 500 points accumulated both sides for now. So there will be a bounce. This is pretty extended from the bears. Unless there's news, which I have not looked at today.
I'll check real quick. I need to get Fin Juice just on the stream for us.
Yeah.
No news. As far as I can tell.
Just a good all-time high sell-off then.
Yeah. We're gonna hit that 270 real quick, guys. There we go. There it is.
We're here. We're here already.
There you go. I was just talking to Becky about this yesterday. It's been hard for me to flip my my bias and my market dynamics into sell-off mode just because I've just been waiting for pullbacks.
It's been so bullish for sure.
Yeah. And I think I've had the best trading of my life in the last 2 months. So I'm okay like missing some shorts.
Debating on trying a very, very risky long here. I don't want to be a superhero at these lows though. Because technically, team, if we are to sell off, like from a percentage perspective, we're not even starting that conversation. You know what I mean? She has so much room to run down. We're only down 0.9% on the day. Man, only got filled with one down there. Let's see.
Oh, that was a perfect bounce. Wow. All right. You want to see that 300
right at that 270 range.
Yeah. If we can't break 300, it's gonna go even lower, guys.
Yeah.
But I love those quick reactionary plays. Like if we're fading the market, like we're fading it to the upside, 25, 30 points in 1 minute, it's great money. I'll keep telling you guys that if you can see $200 in 30 seconds, like, come on,
take it.
a lot of people work 8 hours to make that. I have a hard time trusting the bulls right now.
For sure, 1000%.
But if we reclaim 300, I will change my. Ah, there we go. Okay, there's 300. There's TP1, guys. Okay, if you took that play with Breezy, quick 35 points, 40 points. Let's go.
Excuse me.
You know, the market is paying both sides right now if you're just waiting for key levels.
I've tried producing some wider ranges. I should have took the couple $100 both times, but
yeah,
it's all good. Like I want to give it room to play out. You guys know me. Like I'm okay taking a loss to give it room.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we get a close over 300. That would be nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting and debating on what to do with this close because you look left, and I mentioned this 370 mark. It's exactly what we shorted last night. Like that's your hour retest from really 300 to 270 because if it breaks that down, you got some potential to sell off, right? Like the 260 to the 220 range that we played last night from a short perspective, like that's potential range there. Or this right where we entered at that 270 range could be support. That's a very critical area. Bears can take it. Like they can take it down to the 220s from there, another 80-point downside.
Yep. Looks like we saw 50 points there, guys. And curious if we get this 3 to 5 minute close over. 5 minute did not close above 300. Little suspect.
Yeah. It's trying.
Yeah. There's 50 points again, guys. Nobody is going to yell at you for taking 50 points. I'll tell you that.
Not at all. Not at all.
And then your next target for me would be 350. And then we'll see.
we're aligned perfect. That's where this level is on my chart. I got 350 and then back to the 380s. But this isn't a bear, or excuse me, this
Perfect.
isn't a bull conversation yet. Like this, bears fully own this price structure, right? Bulls can take it right at that retest at the 270s, but bulls are far from being in control. Like
Yep.
when I think of control for bulls, it has to be back above the 380s. Like that's the breakout area that occurred this morning, and they gave that area up very easily. So, well, there's a candle right there. Good lead, guys.
Oh,
That's a
what?
candle.
Damn.
That was a 100 point candle right there, team.
Whoa. Right to 380, dude.
Yeah, that's a candle and a half, team. That's a 100 point entry right there.
That is interesting. That had to be news, I'm assuming.
No, I'm sure.
Well, we'll find out 3 minutes after it. Well, guys, there's 100 points. How are y'all doing in the chat? Are you guys surviving this? This is tough price action. I don't see news yet, but FinJuice is going to be 3 minutes behind, so need to all collectively put our money together and get a Bloomberg terminal. You should yell at me,
Man,
Justin.
that's insane, guys. If you're in with us from that low,
this is profit taking area
for sure. Right back to V1.
You should yell at me, Justin. I had the short at oversized, but I'm back to break even. Vodka, you know what you're doing. I don't have to yell at you. All right, 100 point bagger. So Breezy, we have officially finished the week with a 100 point play every day this week.
Every day.
Every day. What I'm talking about. Oh, Trump is talking. Ah, okay.
Of course he is.
Okay. Well, you know, where's my man Jaja? Is he in here? It's always nice to be on the right side of a Trump candle. So it's tough to say that there's confirmation for bulls now because it's like a Trump candle, but like it's always funny. It's always funny how these comments come at support, right?
Always, brother. Always right at key support.
How is that? How is it timed so perfectly? It's so funny.
Yeah. All right, team. That's kind of hilarious. That's mission complete on that play. Like if you see 100 points plus and you don't start trimming, it's on you guys. And the question is, do they reverse this entire candle? Because it's starting to reject.
Well, you know that that Iran's going to come out and say Trump is an idiot. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So me personally, I'm flat. I'm flat now. I'm flat. We're done.
Yeah.
I'm good on that play.
It's a very interesting 5-minute bar.
Yeah, it's I'm curious what happens now.
They're looking like bears are about to take advantage of that for sure. There was no candle close back above where it should. Bears definitely took advantage of that wick. We'll see if we see continuation. One thing to mention, team, like you look at these candles, you got to be safe when the market's moving like this. We've seen 300 point upside, 300 point downside, 100 point 2-minute candle. Be safe out here. Manage your risk accordingly. There's a time to size up and be confident. I would say this market today, the initial breakout was very obvious, but it was so hard to get behind chasing.
Yeah.
The initial breakdown, it was tough for me to get behind it fully because you have so many areas that could be a good flag retest that I was looking for, right? That conversation shifted at the 430s when it broke it down and retested. It's a very good sell for the Bears there. And this, where it bounced is not random. It makes complete sense exactly where it happened. So the next step you start to debate, which isn't too far out of range, is does this prior all-time highs at the 380 range, is that a secondary ad for a breakout? Structurally, you could say yes. If you can get a good close under there, you could say yes, but man, it comes with some risk. Like today of all days on a Friday, this thing is moving, which is good. It's exciting. I don't like stagnant markets. We'll see if we get the continuation from the Bulls here, which would make complete sense if it did.
All right, Rock 300. I'm gonna give you a little lesson. If you ever say I got rescued in a trade, you did something wrong. And that's just me being real. Why were you rescued? I'm curious. Were you in drawdown? Was it a bad play? Let's get to the bottom of this. There should never be an I got rescued. It should be my play played out because I thought this and this happened. News,
or
guys.
It didn't work
or it
out.
Didn't,
right?
yeah. News, guys.
Have.
News doesn't matter. They're like the news comes out at key levels every time based on structure. At key levels, you were in drawdown on a new eval. Okay, that is a big question. Because if you don't, you need to write down this play and write down you got saved by a news candle because you were doing stupid things. and then review it and don't do it again.
Went long on gold. I haven't looked at gold today. Yeah, gold. We traded gold last night at the 45.20s. This is a tough act to follow. Like, and then you got to think about gold drawdown. Man, that thing will hurt you quickly. Even these wicks are, these are 20-point wicks. So got to be safe on gold, guys, at all times. I know we trade it every night. That thing it'll move on you big time.
RQ, I think didn't you make like $1,500 last night?
He's always making $1,500 every night. All right, team, that's kind of looking like a rejection of those 380s. Those 350s are probably coming back into play. Excuse me. Still no consistent hold above that area.
I don't like this day at all, like, honestly.
Yeah.
We got to break over
maybe inverse head and shoulders.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just looking at as well.
Like maybe.
Oh, to pass buffer.
But these wicks, man, these 5-minute wicks this is bearish.
Yeah, Vaca, you got to hop on those night sessions. I mean, I don't gas too many people up, but Breezy's the man. Signing off. Such a head-spinning price action. Yeah, Mary, I agree with you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being active. We'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
I like this. This looks like this is one of my favorite bullish setups. This is going to continue, honestly. Look at the 3-minute chart.
We just need to see a good close. I'm on the 5. I can go to the 3 real quick.
Yeah, peep the 3-minute. This is our setup.
Yep. Does it close above the 380s is the only question.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Vodka, the nighttime sessions are great, man.
These rejections are
Price is
just
more
disgusting. Yeah, I think the night sessions are like low risk, high reward, honestly. And you guys know those you guys see those Instagram videos where it's like, here's my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5. That's the age of trading. That's your side hustle. That's where you learn your strategy. You don't have to F off at work and get fired. You can just do it on your own time. Well, Vodka, if you're getting wrecked during Asia, that means you're just hopping into plays. You're not being patient. Asia will teach you patience as well. It really helped me grow as a trader trading night sessions because you can't just hop into plays. You have to wait.
No. It's not. It's the thing about the Asia session is you typically are going to get like 2 good entries, and price loves to pick a side during the nighttime, and it loves to stay on that side. So if you can develop like a really good structural retest entry, and you just ride it like stress free overnights, you look at there's more liquidity in the New York Open. You just look at this rally here. You look at the sell off, right? Like you rarely will see these things at nighttime. Just the only issue in nighttime trading is you're only going to get like 1 or 2 tries to be
That's
correct.
It. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying about.
So it can be unforgiving at nighttime.
Yeah, if you're not waiting for those key levels, you're done. And it's always funny. I feel like especially when I stream Breezy at night time, and then the minute we log off, they go. Literally the minute we log off. Last night,
gold ran like 30 points.
Yeah,
the minute we logged off,
and then NQ dropped 50 points as soon as we logged off. Hit T both TPs smashed. RQ, and it was in chat like why
Yeah, and RQ was like, I don't like going against you too, but I think we both made money in that variable last night. Beauty of the market. All right, volatility for now is kind of finally calmed down, I think, a little bit.
You guys are getting paid?
The range is decreasing.
Yeah, we're I'd say bullish consolidation on the smaller time frames, but I mean, if you guys got in at 270 and you're not like just in runners, it's on you.
It is trying to reclaim that prior hour low, like fighting for its life there, right where it's currently at. If it can reclaim and close above, you assume like that's what's called the inside outside model from the initial balance. Is you target the low of that initial balance to at least get back up to the midpoint. As long as price isn't going below the prior hour structure, you try your best to hold through, the drawdown and uncertainty. When it closes under, which it's fighting for its dear life right now, that conversation kind of shifts to like, what is the structure break and what is the range? When I think about structure break, I think we already tempted it and it held that 370. So now to be like full bear, it's going to have to crack those 370s.
Talk about a sweep, though, of the initial balance.
Yeah, like crazy sweep.
Yeah. I mean, that like if you play the initial balance solely, like you got stopped out. There's no chance you held through that. Eval's up 342, 56, and 200. Hey, for a Friday, that's great stuff, Vodka.
Let's go. Man, I wish YouTube had gifts. Like, I'm over here looking at these stickers. We need.
I know, right?
We need more.
I know. Funny thing is, I can see Bulls reclaiming this whole move.
I mean, they need to come on with it. I'm in long at 320s, and I'm trying to add back at the confirmation of the 380s to secure profit at like the 430 range. This is just starting to turn into a very annoying consolidation, right where it should be. Like, we're right at VWAP. We've had crazy extension both ways. You have a news candle that didn't see continuation, but it reversed price. You're looking at 300 point upside, 300 point downside, basically. Give or take, probably 250, something like that. What is price going to do now? Are we going to stabilize and kind of relax a little bit? Or are we going to continue the downtrend? Because we've yet to break structure from a bear perspective. It's trying. It's going to have to reclaim that 380 with a strong close to kind of get away from this swing low to the left, right? And then to be a full-on bull again, you need to reclaim that 440, you could call it, with the candle close. Because if not, you're still in that lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, potential lower high here at the 380s. Like, this is the bull bear area, right at prior all-time high breaks, to where price is going to have to pick a side. For now, you kind of look at these wicks. Is this support from that 370 tap? Potentially, right? That 350 range that Justin mentioned. Is this support for the next leg of continuation to break the bear pattern? Still got to be wary. You still have to be suspect until really that 430 gets a strong close above it. And this is kind of my area of interest to size into this play. It's just super risky. It's coming with some about 50-point drawdown in a 5-minute candle. So it's there. If we can get the close, you kind of start to feel more confident from a bull perspective. It's just got to close and not give up that 380 mark.
Breezy, just a heads up. There's headlines that came out. Trump, I will be in a meeting now in the Situation Room to make a final determination. So expect some headlines coming in. Oh yeah, Baca just said it. Expect some headlines coming out soon. But this I'd call 400 mission complete. Anything over 400
we were in from that low, guys.
Yeah.
I've tried to size into this play, but our initial entry was at 270. That's 130 points, Tim.
Yeah, I mean this is great, and this is just a testament. Like, we were trying to take longs while it was shorting. We took a couple small L's, but then like this more than made up for it.
It's okay to lose too. I think that's a big thing that nobody likes to acknowledge in trading. It's all a part of the process.
That's part of the game,
don't
man.
Get married to your loss. Cut it where you should be and revisit the chart.
I had the best week in about 2 years a month ago, and my win rate was 58%.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, like, win rate doesn't, I'm a firm believer win rate does not matter as long as your risk management is on point. Like, I'm losing 15 points, but I'm making 100 points. Like, I can lose 6 plays and make it back in 1 play. I mean, even on a 1-to-1 RR, you win half your plays, you're not losing.
You're good. Yeah.
And I hope we're shooting for more than 1-to-1, but a lot of different ways to make money, guys.
All right, Justin, I'll be right back. I got to use the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, there's that 400 break, guys. 400, 410. I mean, this play is just absolutely ripping. I'm flat. I took my cash, but if we can get a break above 430, 440, let's go. Tell Breezy to wear his hat like a man. I'm going to put mine backwards just for you, Dana. And guys, big shout out to Nick behind the scenes. He's the one clicking the buttons, making sure everything looks pretty. So props to you, Nick. Takes a team effort to make the show go on. I mean, there's 150 points, guys. If you are, is anybody in this? Who's long? Come on. Who's long? Let us know. Let us know if you're making some money, guys. I am. Let's go. Let's go.
Jeesh, we at that area. We at the 430.
Let's go. Let's go, Breezy. We are at the breakout area.
Man, what a shame could not get the proper size into this trade.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. I tried to layer in, but couldn't really get down there effectively.
Yeah, if we
that is target team.
If we can break that 440 area, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Breezy.
Yeah. I was just gonna say when you look at from like a level perspective, that 270 back to this 430, I mentioned team. That's it. That's the play.
Mm-hmm. Got out of the last micro just before 400. Let's go, Rock. Let's go.
Let's go, brother.
Now, my challenge to you is do not give it back. The news just came out. Kazakhstan offers to take Iran's uranium. I'm sure they do.
All right. Some of that news has been ridiculous.
Oh, agreed. Agreed.
Yeah, this is a very, very critical area, right back to those 430s.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Vaca, that makes total sense then. You're shorting 440. I can see it. Just be careful.
If it closes above this area here, right where we're at, which could extend to the 440s as well, I think that bias has to shift, to be honest, because this is a very big reclaim of price. This is a very important interaction for if the lower high segment's going to end, it has to close above this range. If not, this is a good structural sell point.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're not in a play right now and you're not holding longs with Breezy, I would be hesitant because there's going to be a massive headline coming out any minute.
Yeah.
Or today, I would
I'm
think.
trying to get 200 points from 270. I'm trying to see 470 team, and then that's it. That's tough to do any more than that. What is this? I got these wicks marked. I know this was kind of a retest, but like the 450 range. Yeah, the 450 range is a good bull target if we do continue from the 30s. She's struggling. No close above the 430s yet. This is it though, guys. I cannot stress enough. If you're in from the 270s, even that 350 that Justin mentioned, this is your target.
Let's see if bulls can defend this 400 area.
Short here, back to 404.
You pretty much got it.
Yeah. What a day.
Yeah. I mean, it's Friday. I always have no expectations going into Friday. I just assume it's going to be some messed up stuff.
Yep.
One loves RQ. That screen name is making me laugh. Because we have a friend who's named RQ. There's your 404, I think. Dana, good job.
Yep. Strong rejection from that 430s, as it should be. Like that was the area. This is the thing about price discovery.
I know who Dana. You know who Dana is? I just put two and two together. That's TG. That's Top Gun.
Okay. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well.
I just put that together, man. That took me way too long. All right, let's see if we bounce here. This is the Bulls. Bulls need to hold this level, guys.
It's a really good bear. Bears are selling right where they should from like a structural retest perspective. They've been doing that all week, man. Bears have been very strategic where they're selling at. You were looking at a V recovery. Currently, you're looking at a smaller time frame double top, right?
Yep. It's also interesting. There's no wicks.
The thing is, if you were in,
it's interesting. There's no wicks on the first leg of the double top.
True. That's just an intentful sell. Like they cracked that thing.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Yeah. There it goes. I think that might be all the Bulls had.
Yeah.
We lose 370. VWAP. Game over. It's tough right now. There's conflicting data on smaller to longer time frames. So I don't know. Classic Friday, guys.
And the range it's there, guys. Like that's almost 100 point, 2 candle, nice little sell off. And there is confliction. Like you start to look at the smaller time frames, like you see patterns producing like potential inverse head and shoulders, but then you see larger structure. It's a bear trend at this point, right? It has to close above that 440 mark for bulls to really, really reclaim price. You're right
Agreed.
at VWAP. You're right back to those 380s. Um, this area is super important.
Yep. We got about 9 minutes left till London close. They're hitting the pub on a Friday, so volume's probably going to dry down shortly. See if we get a move into that London close. And if you guys have been hanging out with us, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The more people in here, the better. I keep saying it. We hit 100 people in the stream. We will do giveaways, free accounts.
And we've been close. We've been very close in a lot of streams. So,
and this is only week 2 of the show, guys. We just started this, so I'm personally spending the weekend revamping our graphics, so it'll look a little bit better next week, and we'll keep doing what we're doing. All I know is the money printer is turned on when BluSky TV is live. That's all I'll say. And if you are here and you haven't watched my man Mike, the owner of BluSky Trade in the Morning, you are in for a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. He would have caught the 300-point upside and the downside.
Oh,
for sure.
Easily. Yeah.
On an hour candle.
Yeah, exactly, right?
On an hourly chart, like a wizard. Like what?
Yep. All right, there's
I'm telling you guys, look, I've been around this game for so long, and I've met some of the greatest traders in the world. It is super rare where, it sounds so arrogant, but it's super rare where people impress me. Guys, I get blown away every single day watching Mike trade. I'm just sitting here like a kid at a candy shop. Like, how is this even possible to do what he does, especially on the structure that he does it? Just mind blowing. I don't.
Yeah, and
when I think about good traders, he's up there like as some of the best in the world.
And he's trading 5 to 8 minis. Like, he's not doing small size either, guys.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, he is I think the only owner of a prop firm that gets invited to the World Economic Forum in Switzerland every year. So it's a big deal. When is that? He typically trades the Open. He's doing some important business this week, so we're trying to fill the void. I think we did a pretty good job this week as a team. We hit bangers every damn day.
I sound like Shania Twain.
But yeah, typically Mike's on in the morning, opening bell. But if he's not here, if he has things to do, we always will be here at open. Tough shoes to fill, though, and I have to go on after Mike every day, and it is, I gotta say, is the toughest spot in the streaming space to go on after that.
Yeah.
50 grand, go hang out with Justin.
Here's Justin. Like, what the hell? What do I do? It's kind of what's been happening with the night streams as well. Like I mentioned, it's like we have a 500-point day, and then here I am at nighttime. I'm like, all right, let's try to follow that 500-point act. It's tough. I'm trying to give this play room. It's attempting to hold VWAP, but this is again another retest. Right to the base of this structure, right in the 400 range. Like bulls cannot get the job done. They cannot close above the key areas. And we're kind of starting to see price relax a little bit as well, as I mentioned earlier. All right, team. We see the structure out there pretty clear. Like, I mentioned the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This still is a lower high, although it's kind of like an equal high environment from this zone here. And now we're producing conflicted reads. And what I mean by that is the bulls are now producing a two-legged move to the upside. It hasn't been delivered. And I know it's probably hard to see here. I'll kind of just navigate with my mouse instead of drawing the lines. Like, you are trying, the bulls are fighting for their life to create lower high, lower low, lower high, and then the inverse of that, right to the upside. So you're looking at conflicted legs, to where the bears have absolutely won the price read from the high structure. It is literally anybody's ball game right now. If we were to chop here in this range, I would not be surprised at all. We're conflicted between two different price points, price patterns, and then price direction. So I kind of expect some stability and inconsistency in this range. The Bulls really tried that 430s to kind of change that conversation. And then Bears really tested the 270 that I had marked out and mentioned, and they failed that. So anything in between, it's about 150 point range. You're not really getting confirmation of one side or the other. And we do have support right at the 380s, right at that key area that I had marked from the prior. Man, how far is that thing? Right from that prior all-time high wick, right? So, like, if this area holds support, it's shaky. You've kind of started to reclaim that prior hour candle. If it holds support, you expect continuation. It's just that continuation is stalling. It's not being smooth. I think price gets smoother if we can close above that 440 mark. So it's an interesting battle we got going on here.
That's a great point. Vaca said, this is chop for the meeting end, guys, because literally Trump said he's in the meeting to make a decision. So this makes sense. If you're in a play, I hope you're in profit and I hope you have stop loss to break even. And I mean, Breezy's up $600 on 3 micros. That's a massive win. And Rock, I can't tell you when I was a new trader how many times I blew an account trying to get that last $50. So be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, look who just chimed in. My girl Becky caught us 6 short. I'm gonna shut it down. Who would have thought Becky caught us short? I bet you she rode the top down the VWAP and called it a day.
Let's go, Becky. Let's go.
I gotta give Becky props for holding for 7 hours yesterday. I made fun of her on Monday for not being able to hold, and she said, "Hold my beer. I got you."
Yep. It's kind of tough, man. I don't see a world where a resolution between us and Iran isn't met, but both parties are very stubborn, and we've seen that stubbornness last for months at this point. So,
well, the thing is, it's going to come down.
I don't get political. I don't have an opinion.
It's going to come down to the nuclear stuff, and that's where it's going to just keep getting halted.
Yeah.
But guys, there's London close. That is going to be it for us. Breezy, any parting words before we get out of here?
The only thing I'll say is today of all days has been an interesting one. I know I kind of lead with that into the night stream. Like, this opening pump was very impressive from the Bulls, right? What we haven't seen much of intraday, I can only recall about 4 days. One we saw yesterday as well, is like the Bears are being very strategic with their selling areas. So, as Justin mentioned, the last 2 months have been, I don't want to say easy because this market is far, far from easy, but it's been easier from the bull side to like target good areas and good momentum. The bears are putting that area for the opportunistic buys from bulls. It's almost been present every day this week. So when you think about chasing a breakout, patience is a virtue, and like every structural reclaim from the 460s down to the prior all-time high, even down to that 270 mark where we entered, like those plays are gonna come. Yes, we're streaming, we're gonna get aggressive. Patience is a virtue, and this market has really been rewarding patience. Like we joke about, you can just market buy and make money. Yeah, there is that opportunity in breakouts, but this secondary model has produced some really, really good plays. 2 weeks ago, a month ago, we didn't really see that secondary model play out. So be patient, be strategic, wait for those key areas, and you will get that opportunity to have a safer entry. That's really it. It's Friday. It's been a really good week across the board for the BluSky team. As always, you guys are the best part of the community. And I mention it every day. If you need help, you're struggling to get that consistency, you're struggling anything in the market, just keep in mind that we're here to stream, entertain, but more importantly, we're here to help you reach that next level of your trading. And that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. Patience is the name of the game. And guys, we will be back Monday morning. I'm not sure if Mike will be back. I'm planning on it, but if not, we'll have a couple of us here, and we will make money like we do every day. But guys, it's been a killer week. I've had a great week. I've enjoyed streaming with all the coaches. But as always, until I see you next time, stay profitable.